Everything always happens for a reason. Everything always goes through different cycles of many, many different creations. Everything is always meant to be, no matter how you view it, no matter how many times you view it through the looking glass, or no matter how many times you call yourself the walrus. Things are always meant to happen to everybody on this planet Earth. Everything was always created symbolically to be in a cycle of creation. The cycle of creation is the rise and advancement of a society and the destruction of society. Look at the destruction and fall of Rome for a quick example. But yeah, destruction is always necessary. In fact, there are many gods of destruction, such as Shiva, who wears the serpent around his neck. He is the god of destruction. Whatever happens to the individual is completely up to them whether or not they are willing to take the signs from the very heavens. But many different people always go through many different psychological shifts throughout the world. And many different people are going to awaken. And like I said, there are many different people ready for the new golden age. The new age of technological advancement. The new age of creation. Once this society is done destabilizing and destroying itself, the true nature of reality will become available to the individual at chosen times, almost like a diagram of time itself. Everybody always goes through many different changes throughout life, and you can never fully explain that to another individual, because everybody is always willing to create change. Everybody always aspires to something else and wants to create change, to make a better society, or to better themselves, or some other non-disclosed reason or pattern behind such mentality. There are many different synchronicities as well to slowly awaken the potential of creation. There are many different ways to open your mind to a whole better world, a world where everything is systematic destruction. This world is apotheosis, in a sense. Everything will always happen with reason. It is called synchronicity. People always go through shifts and changes mentally, and they will have a bigger sense of synchronicity, because that is just how the bigger world works. And that is how people start slowly awakening to their own potential. Many different people will see this. Many people will awaken to this. Many different people will eventually see this more and more as we go to the golden age. And what is the golden age? I have a simple word for that. The great works. An esoteric society. Because the last golden age was run by a human-hating god named Saturnus. That is because we are destroying the earth. And look at what we're doing now. We're putting plastic in the oceans. Oil is leaking into the oceans. Our forests are burning. This is all because of human development. And unfortunately, no matter how you view it, human development is always bad. Because we always put ourselves on top before everything else. But at the same time, you can kind of see the glory of the expansion of the human mind and the human consciousness. And we start seeing a global change throughout the entire world. The ice caps start melting. more and more species die off, but yet again, there's a possibility that more species might come into place. We don't know. We actually don't know how many species would actually evolve in an iceless Earth, and in a forestless Earth, in an Earth that is constructed to be nothing more than society. But that is what melds us into society. If you think about it, why do we go to church? In order to conform our minds. Why do we why is all the education kind of out of place? Why is all the education complete BS? It's because it is shifting our minds to something that is complete bullshit. But yeah, we're never going to survive. There will never be a world without forestation, without Gaia. So in order to think about it, we need to find a way to make things right, make things better. And what better way than to start researching esotericism, start getting involved with the many magical currents, start getting involved with occultism and what is beyond the scene. Because there's a lot of people that want to figure out the divine great works of the human engineering, of the human mind. Whether or not you're engineering the mind, or you're engineering technology, or you have a degree in college for engineering to create ICBMs, or whatever you want to focus on in this life. Mankind is always going to go further. And once we go further, everything in the occult world will start becoming scientifically evaluation. You will start be able to evaluate many different hypotheses that was once part of the great works. The grimoires, the esoteric teachings and meanderings of this plane of existence will start becoming more scientifically valuable. So there is that as well, because honestly society might start breaking apart. Because we are destroying such things for our own needs, our own greed, our own power, our own everything. So society might come to a head. Nature might win, etc. We might still exist because of our evolution, our own personal evolution, how much we succeeded compared to other species. And there's a whole bunch of people that get into ufology too. There might be a chance, and even Aleister Crowley and many different esoteric scientists have said that we will no longer view them as angels and demons, but something else. And these people might be the ones that are in charge of giving us power, or whatever you will to believe of what you think is the truth. Because nobody really knows, so yeah. You see, there is so much magic to this world, to this plane of existence. You have many different choices. You can either go into the higher realms of as above, or stay here in the so below and focus on your material existence. There's many great quotes by Buddha, but also by the Beatles about material existence in the higher realms, and all of this sort of thing, but in the end, both choices are equal. You always gotta know that both choices are equal in everything in all of existence, because magic is this realm. Magic is starting to become this realm. People are becoming more and more magical. You're starting to see more magical material pop up in the manifestation of mundane life. There's a whole bunch of things to talk about here, but the biggest one is Gaia. This rock that we live on, Gaia, magical earth, is nothing more than a magical playground. We are an evolving species, and we need to start realizing something in order to get into the golden age, which is we are all gods. We were all made equal. We all demand, and we all have the rights to have equity or equality. And that is what is most important, because this world is magical. There's a reason why we're demanding to remove the Christian tax-exempt status, is because that religion no longer serves humanity, and the natural existence of life itself is going to prove this to people more and more. But in the end, everything always is going to have a purpose. And I want to go back to it, the synchronicity of your great awakening, of everybody's great awakening, or in their lives. You're always meant to learn everything that you're meant to learn. And that is what's going to stay true throughout the generations to come. It won't be just, basic life anymore. Ooh, this, ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at this TV show. Look at that. Basic life, basic life, basic life. It'll be, oh, the law of attraction. Actual esoteric meandering, stuff like that is going to prevail more and more and more in human society. So, yeah, magic is the will to do what you will, to do what thou wilt. Magic is the creation of synergetic energy, or what you would like to call a current. So,